Hi guys, how's it going? And welcome to episode 3 of Quick Travel Tips for Beginners. In this episode, I'm going to tell you my top 10 items to take with you when staying in a hostel. Now, when you're backpacking, when you're traveling, you're going to be staying in a lot of hostels. Now, these are my top 10 essential items to take with you. Obviously, don't just take these 10 items, take other stuff as well. But I really do recommend taking these items because they're going to really help you out. So let's get into it. Number 1 is you're going to need an iron stomach. Because there's going to be a lot of drinking, there's going to be a lot of socializing, okay? If you're teetotal, I salute you. You're going to have a great time as well. Even if you are teetotal, you don't have to drink. But when you do drink and when you wake up in the morning, you're going to need some paracetamol or some aspirin. Trust me, you're going to want to pack a few boxes of these tablets just to get you through hostel life. The second thing you're going to need is a sense of humour and an open mind. Now, when I say a sense of humour, things are going to happen in the dormitories, in the hostel, that you're going to kind of look at and maybe get a little bit angry, but you kind of just have to laugh it off. You really do. If you take everything seriously in the hostel, it's not going to go too well. You just really need to just let it go over the top of your head and just move on. Seriously, there's bigger things to worry about. The second thing is an open mind. You're going to see, you're going to hear stuff that you don't want to see or hear. Trust me. So that brings me on to the item that you're going to need, and that is condoms. Guys, please take condoms. I've seen it numerous times in hostels where, you know, a guy and a girl are getting drunk, the next thing they're in bed together. You don't want to get anyone pregnant while traveling, so just be sensible, do the right thing, pack some condoms, or just don't go there, whatever you want to do, but it's just be sensible about that. Especially with sexually transmitted diseases these days, you really don't want to catch one of them when traveling either, so yeah, do what you want to do, but I suggest you pack condoms. Number 3, you're going to want some sort of technology, whether it's a phone, a laptop, or a tablet. You're going to want some sort of technology to sort of plan your days, to connect with other travelers, add people on Facebook. You really do want some technology, and also in your downtime, when you just want to sit on your bed, lie down, and just maybe watch a movie or watch me on YouTube, you know, you're just going to want some technology. Number 4, now obviously when you're staying in a hostel, you're more than likely, well definitely going to be staying in a bunk bed. There's not many hostels that don't have bunk beds, and sometimes you will have the top bunk. So I really suggest you get one of these USB chargers for your phone. Now these are super long. I think this is like 3.5 or 4 meters long, this USB phone charger. It's really handy when you're on the top bunk and you just want to keep your phone with you on charge. I normally plug that in, and then I normally slip my phone into the bottom of my pillow in my pillowcase so it doesn't fall out. And yeah, you can keep an alarm on that's next to your head then, so you don't wake up the whole room. And you can just stay with your phone in bed. Watch a bit of late night YouTube, do whatever you want, but at least it's with you. At least it's not in the corner of the room where, you know, you can't keep an eye on it. Number 5, you really want to get yourself some padlocks. Now these are really good for your bag zippers, but you're also going to want something a little bit more heavy duty in the form of one of these. Now this isn't very big, you don't need like a 3-kilogram padlock, you just want something small but very sturdy, something that you're not able to break into with a pair of scissors or a biro pen on a locker, just something a bit more hefty, and it'll really help you out. Number 6, now when staying in a hostel, you're more than likely not going to be provided with a towel, unlike a hotel. So that's where you want to purchase yourself a microfiber towel. These are really good, they're really small, they're really light, you can pack them down into a really small area in your backpack and they dry super quick, so you will never be packing a wet towel. These are an essential. Number 7, now you're going to be sharing a room with many different types of people. Some of those people snore and some of those people come in late at night and turn the lights on. You know who you are, you bastards. Now, you're going to want to get yourself an eye mask and you're going to want to get yourself some earbuds because it can be pretty noisy in a hostel room, and guaranteed when you're staying there, people will be coming in and out of that room and just willy-nilly turning the lights on. And basically coming in, turning the lights on and leaving and not turning the freaking lights off. Jesus! Stop it! So get yourself an eye mask. Seriously. Lifesaver. Number 8. Now, unless you're traveling in your home country, you know, you're gonna need a travel adapter. These ones are really cool and really simple. They do all the little bits. They have little switches on the top, little things pop out. And this one is actually really good. I don't think this one is fused either. Some are fused, so that means they have a little fuse inside. And sometimes I've seen it in hostels where someone plugs one in and the fuse pops and then they're like, oh, it's broken, and they try to throw it away. And then I'm like bin hunting for travel adapters. No, I'm not. That's just a joke. So yeah, make sure you don't get a fused one, or if you do get a fused one, you have some spare fuses and you know how to change the fuse. But yeah, a travel adapter is a must in your backpack. You know, you might even want to bring 2. You know, they're that handy. Number 9. Now I've covered this in some other videos, but you really want to get yourself some Nilodor, I think it's called. Now this stuff, you basically just take the cap off, put a drop on the floor, and basically it neutralizes odors. Now this is really handy if your shoes or boots or whatever gets smelly, but it's also really handy for those hostel rooms that don't have windows. Yes, that's right, some hostel rooms don't have windows and they can get pretty smelly. I mean, sometimes there's, you know, 12 people living in a hostel room with no window, so you can imagine the smells coming out of it. This stuff is really cool. Just when no one's there, just go sprinkle, or even when someone's there, just they're not going to know what you're doing. Sprinkle a couple of drops around the room and basically no one will be able to smell anything. Seriously. I've seen people, when I've dropped this in a hostel room before, eating some food and they're like, why does my food not smell? What is going on? It's really good stuff. Number 10 is flip-flops. You really want to get yourself some flip-flops, even if you're going traveling to a cold country. You're going to want to use these flip-flops when going to the shower, when going to the bathroom, you know, so you're not standing on nasty stuff. Some of those communal showers in the hostels are pretty nasty. I mean, they are cleaned, but a lot of the time they're cleaned by backpackers living in that hostel, and yeah, they're not the best cleaners, backpackers, so you might just want to cover your feet. Now I have a bonus item for you as well. I've mentioned this many times, and a lot of people that I know have now bought one as well, and they say that it is brilliant. I'm sure people that have bought one might leave a comment down below and say how good it is, but that is the money clip that I wear. This travel money clip sits right on your belt, on your waistband, slips in like that, and basically all you can see is that clip when it's on. It's really handy, guys, seriously. You can keep credit cards in here, you can keep multiple bills, you've got a decent size. I've had in here before like 5 cards and about $200 worth of cash, and it's quite, you know, it's quite good. It does sometimes like fatten out, and it is sometimes a little bit uncomfortable if it is really full. Honestly though, I wear this all the time and I hardly ever notice it's there. Sometimes I even completely forget it's there. Like I go swimming with it on sometimes and I completely forget. So this is really good to have. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave some affiliate links down below in the description for these items if you want to purchase any. Now they are affiliate links like I said, so I make a little bit of money when you purchase these items. You can also purchase other items from those links and I still make some money. So if you want to do that, the links are down below. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit subscribe down below if you haven't already. Also, if you have any other recommendations for items that you should take to a hostel, please leave them in the comments down below.